Welcome to my podcast today. Today, I want to talk about something that I feel like isn't really explored that much. We spend so much time searching and learning and growing and, trying to reach and find the next thing and find answers outside of ourselves. And we're just always striving and reaching, and it's constant, right? And sometimes we forget to just stop and breathe and be in the stillness. Because what if all the things that we're searching for and striving for and the answers we're seeking are actually not where we think they are? What if they're in the spaces in between the thoughts, in between the words, in between, the reaching and reaching and reaching? What if all the things that we're searching for and all the things that we're striving for are not outside of us? So I want to explore that today. And before we get into that, I just want to invite you, wherever you are. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But wherever you are, just close your eyes and just breathe. Take a deep breath and let it out. And another one. And just take as many deep breaths as you need to just rest in the stillness. Turn your mind off. Allow it to sit and rest. And just be in that stillness and that silence. Whatever comes to mind, whatever task or way you think you're supposed to be, or whatever thoughts come to mind, just gently put them to the side and allow yourself to just listen. Just be. Allow your breath to sink deeper and deeper. Give yourself permission to just quiet the mind, quiet the thoughts, the need to always be reaching and searching and doing. Just give yourself permission and allow yourself to quiet the noise, and just rest in the stillness of being here. For some, this might be the first time you have allowed yourself to just be without having to do or be productive or busying your mind or distracting yourself. And that's okay. I welcome you into this space in whatever way and at whatever form feels okay to you. But do give yourself permission to just be in this moment. Whatever comes to mind, just allow it to subside. You can pick it up later. Allow yourself to rest. Allow your nervous system to breathe, to just be in this moment, in this presence. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to do anything else. Just allow yourself to feel, to be in this silence. Now I invite you to open up a little bit. Open up into your heart if that feels safe. And I invite you to just listen. Don't try to make sense of it. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to put it in boxes or categories or worry about not having the right words to explain what comes up. Just allow whatever comes up, whatever you hear in your heart, whatever comes up to you in the stillness, just allow it to be there. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's a feeling. Or a sensation. Notice where you might feel it in your body. Is it warm? Do you feel a buzzing or like you're floating? Or is it this beautiful quiet? Just allow whatever is there, whatever comes up, to just be. Keep breathing deeply, taking deep breaths when you need to. Deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just releasing whatever thoughts come up. Just push them to the side. You don't need to do or be anything, but right here in this moment, resting in the stillness, in your heart, in your soul, in the space in between. Again, I invite you to just listen. Listen in between the heartbeat, in between the breath. In between the sensations. What comes up for you? What do you hear? What do you feel? don't need to do anything with it, just be with it. Just notice what comes up in the silence in your body, and then sensations. Just notice, that's all. If you had to give it one word to describe what's coming up for you, you can speak it aloud or receive it silently and just be with it. Just notice it. Notice how it feels to be in the stillness, to listen in between. Now I want you to take 3 deep breaths. And again. And one more. And just allow yourself to come back into the present moment, into the space that you're in. Recognize the sounds, the temperature, the feeling of whatever you're sitting on or standing near. Just allow it to gently re-enter your space. Gently, softly. No need to rush. Take your time. Honor the space. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How did that feel for you? To just rest in the stillness and to just be and what came up. What did you hear in the space in between? What word came up for you? For me, it was embodiment. That everything I'm striving to be and searching for and trying so hard to become, and the inspiration I'm searching to find is already within me. And all I need to do is embody what's already within me and embody the sensations and the feelings and who I already show up as. And I just need to be that and to just embody it. And it's not about searching outside myself or trying to find the inspiration to do something, or, I just need to receive and just be in who I am and listen to the spaces in between, because that's where all my answers are. That's where the inspiration is. That's where everything that I'm needing lives. The love that I sometimes search for outside myself is within. And it's in between all the spaces, all the words, all the places that I try to seek it through my loved ones, through friends. I don't need to, it's not outside myself. It's within me. It's within my heart. And I just need to open myself up to receive it, to receive the love that's already there, even from others. And or the peace. So many of us seek peace and we strive for it and we shift our lives to try to seek and to search for the peace. But we don't need to search for it, it's already within us. We just need to learn to get quiet enough, turn off the noise, turn off the distractions, allow ourselves to just be in the silence and not be afraid of it. Because so many people are like afraid of the silence, like we distract ourselves with our phone and music or the internet or social media or the TV, and we fill our space with so much noise and so much doing, and we feel like we have to be doing something all the time and we have to be productive all the time, and we're afraid of what's in the silence. But it's not the silence you're afraid of, it's what comes up through your mind. And what you need to do is learn to silence the mind, to just let it rest, you know? Sometimes our thoughts are just thoughts. We don't need to give a story to each one of them. We don't need to give attention to every thought that crosses our mind. Some of them are just noise. Some of them are just our egos trying to create a story to keep us stuck in one place because change is hard. And, um, really listening to what our hearts need and what our souls need. And, it's hard to just be still. And so sometimes our minds try to control our environment and control what's around us and control the people and the situations and the outcome because we're so afraid of what happens when we just be still, when we just stop. And we're missing out on something so beautiful and something so necessary for us to just fully be with who we are. And all, this silence is a gift. And it's like I said, it's not the stillness that scares us. It's what fills the silence, what fills the stillness when we allow our minds to take over, when allow our minds to continue running in the background. And it takes practice to silence the mind. And I sometimes I need something physical. So I'll have like a fancy little box and I'll put whatever thoughts that are coming through, whatever thoughts keep trying to crowd the silence in the space, and I'll just put it in the box. And if it comes up, I'll say, thank you. I'm going to put you in the box and I'll take you out later. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just letting you rest, and there's nothing wrong with that, and there's so much noise in the world, especially today. There's so much noise everywhere all the time. We are getting bombarded constantly with ads and, things we need to buy and things we need to do. And and that we're not good enough or that we're not doing enough. And it's just noise, it's excess noise. And sometimes it's people's opinions, or we just put too much weight into that more than ourselves. Or, fear. Fear is the loudest noise that there is. And fear takes us away from the stillness and away from the messages that are in between, in the spaces between the silence and the stillness. And the answers that we seek are in the spaces between the words, between the searching, between the seeking. And we're just always reaching and reaching outside of ourselves. And the biggest piece that we're missing is to receive, is to quiet the mind, to quiet the noise, to quiet the fear. Put the fear in the box. Put the overthinking in the box. You can pick it up later or not, or you can leave it in the box. You can set the box on fire and release it. You don't need to hold on to it. Just because it's always there doesn't mean it needs to be. Fear is not where the answers are. It's what our mind tells us is reality. It's what our mind tells us is the story, is the answer, but it's not. It's a nervous system that hasn't learned how to be in the stillness, because the nervous system is overwhelmed from all the noise, from all the seeking and all the searching and the learning and the growing. And those things are not bad. They're definitely something we all do and we all need. But when we do it all the time and we don't allow ourselves to rest, and we don't allow ourselves to quiet the mind and to sit in the silence, it just becomes noise, and it all kind of runs together and it overwhelms our nervous system. Fullness is not emptiness. Being able to be still in silence is not an empty place. It's not the void. So many people are afraid to meditate, or they're afraid to get quiet because they're afraid they're going to end up in the void. The void is just stillness. It's just the place where you can quiet the noise long enough to hear yourself and not hear your mind, hear your heart, hear your soul. Like we did earlier, when you allowed yourself to just breathe deeply, and just allow yourself to be still and to be silent, and let whatever come up with no judgment, and not trying to do anything with it, and just allowing yourself to be. And that's where the answers are. That's where everything that you're searching for, that's where it lies. when you can just open up. So when we are in the stillness and I was listening to the spaces in between, and I realized that I just needed to embody what I had this vision, and I pictured this beautiful flower, and this when the sun is shining, and how the flowers just open. They don't think about it. They don't hesitate and be like, well, what if the sun burns me, or all these things, or what if I get too much of it, or what if it's too hot? It doesn't think about any of that, because the flower knows that the sunshine feeds it. And so it just naturally opens itself up to to receive the sunshine, to receive the warmth, or when it rains, to receive the water. And it trusts that the flower, that it will absorb as much water as it needs, and then it will discard the rest. It just trusts. And I feel like we as a whole have lost trust in that. We've lost trust in ourselves to take in what we need and to discard the rest. But we can't do that when we're just in our mind all the time. We can't do that when we're distracted by the world, by we're allowing the internet or social media or TV or video games, or the thought or the opinions of others, or like just the outside world, to just constantly take up space. There's no more space left for us. There's no more space left for the stillness. There's no more space left to just be. So make room. Every day, give yourself time to just be in the stillness, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. Just trust in your body, trust in the wisdom of your body and the wisdom of your heart to let you know when you've had enough. And if you find that you are needing more because your nervous system is burnt out, give yourself that space. Because I promise you, it will feed you in ways that nothing else can. Because there's only so much doing and reaching that we can do before we just stop hearing ourselves altogether. We're not here to just do, or be, we're here to embody who we are, embody what's in our heart, embody what's in our soul. Allow ourselves to blossom and receive. Just open up like a flower and receive that which you need. Receive sunshine, receive love, receive peace, receive silence, receive inspiration, and know that you already are everything you're searching for, everything you're seeking, everything you're growing and learning and trying to be. You already are it. You just have to allow yourself to be, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to be in the silence and listen. Listen to your body and the messages it's trying to send you. Listen to the spaces in between the words, in between the thoughts, in between the sensations, in between the feelings. What's there? What are you willing to allow yourself to receive? What are you willing to hear from your body, from your heart, from your soul, from the spaces in between where it's been shouting for years and you haven't been listening? How is that showing up for you? Is it showing up in your body as pain, as overthinking, as fear? Those are all messages that you haven't been listening, that the screaming and the shouting coming from your body and coming from the spaces between that have these messages for you that are trying to tell you something, that just want you to sit and listen. What are you not hearing? Fear and pain and, like I said, overthinking and overdoing this need to always be busy, always be distracted, excuse me, always have noise in the background. It's because you're so afraid of what's there, but there's nothing to be afraid of. Those are the stories you attach to it. Those are the mind that tries to control what comes in, or attaches stories. But the beautiful thing is when you can just stop and be still and breathe and quiet the mind, quiet the fear and the ego and the distractions and the noise. You'll find wholeness because you already are whole. The fullness that you seek in all these things outside of yourself, you're already full within yourself. You already are love. You already are peace. The peace is not outside of you, it's within you. All the inspiration you seek from others, you have it within you. You already know. You know what you need to do. You know who you are. You know why the pain is there. You know why the fear is there. The fear is just trying to cover it up. It's just another distraction. It's just more noise. You just have to give yourself permission to sit in the stillness, to embody the spaces in between, to embody the stillness and the presence that you feel. You can trust that. It's okay to pause. It's okay to just be. We're not meant to, the way society lives and the way society pushes us, we're not meant to always be busy. We're not meant to always be distracted. We're not meant to be listening and taking in so much noise. Our poor nervous systems are burnt out. Our nervous systems crave stillness. They crave quiet. They crave peace. They crave love and light. And none of that is outside of you. It's within you. It's in your heart. But you have to quiet this to reach this. Everything that this tells you is in here, but in a more grounded way, in the truth. So I invite you every day, even if it's just a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, every day, give yourself a moment or two, just to stop and listen, just to be. Quiet the noise, turn off everything, even the lights, because that can be stimulating. Quiet the noise around you. Quiet this. Put it in a box. Put the fear in a box, the overthinking, and just close your eyes and get silent. Get still. Everything you seek, everything you're afraid of, is here. I mean, not everything. Okay, let me take that. You're not what you're afraid of. That came out wrong. um, the fear, like I said, is noise to keep you away from here, to keep you from listening. The fear is another form of control. It tries to keep you safe, but it's usually running on old programming and old beliefs or the opinions of others. It's not your own inner wisdom. You're wise within yourself. You know the answers. You know how you feel. And the noise and the reaching and the running and the avoiding and the anxiety and the overthinking or the million-mile-an-hour mind or the monkey mind or the feeling the need to be productive all the time, to always be doing something, or the pain, whether it's emotional or physical or mental or spiritual. Those all have messages for you. That's all. And when you give yourself permission just to be quiet, just to sink in and listen, the messages will come to you. Your body will talk to you. Your soul will talk to you. Your heart will give you the truth. And all the things that you were so afraid of, you realize were just stories, were just old beliefs or noise, and that there was nothing to be afraid of. Because when we search for everything outside of us from other people, it doesn't align with who we are. And it's exhausting to always try to measure up or to always listen to others and do what others are doing or compare ourselves to others. You don't need to do that because you're beautiful who you are. You have so much to give. All of us, each and every one of us, no matter who you are or where you are in life, what leg of your journey you're on, what stage of healing or not, every single one of us has so much to give. It's just some of us, we're already giving, we're already in that space because we've sat with ourselves and we've sat in the stillness and we've listened to the spaces in between and we've listened to the messages. And so joy comes a little easier. Love comes a little easier. The light shines brightly. And then there's some that are scared of that and they run from it. And for years they become what they think they're supposed to, or they become what others tell them to be, and they stop listening to themselves. They listen to everybody else. They listen to the world around them, and then it shows up in their body as pain or as illness or as delay. And the mind gets cluttered, and the monkey mind is constant. And then you feel like you just have to be go, 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 go. And you wonder why you're exhausted. Or you feel like you have to show up perfectly or say all the right things or be all the right way or have it all figured out or, you know, show up a certain way. And it's exhausting because we're trying to live for others. We're trying to be, you know, live up to these expectations, these impossible expectations, when really we just need to show up as ourselves and we need to listen. We need to be still. We need to quiet the mind, put it in a box, put the fear in a box, put the searching and the reaching and the leaning and the growing and the learning and none of it's bad in itself, but when we're constantly doing it so we don't have to hear ourselves, so we don't have to sit in the stillness, so we don't have to quiet the mind. But all of that is just pulling us away from ourselves, pulling us away from what we're seeking and what we're needing. So stop reaching, just stop 1 moment a day, 5 minutes. Give yourself permission to do that, to just be, to just close your eyes like we did in the beginning and breathe deeply and allow yourself to go within. Allow yourself just to be in the silence and in the stillness without having to do anything or be anywhere or be anything for anybody. Just be and rest in that. And if that's all you can do, then that's amazing. And that's going to feed you in so many ways. And if that's how you have to start, I recommend it. If you're not used to sitting in stillness and you're used to just going, 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 then just allow yourself to be in that space. And don't worry about listening for the spaces in between. Just make a practice of allowing yourself to just silence and still and be in that space. And then when you build that up and you have built and you allow yourself every day to be in that stillness, then you can start listening to the spaces in between. What's in between the breath? What's in between the heartbeats? What sensations come up in your body? Is there certain parts of your body that speak louder than others? Listen, because they have messages for you. Is your heart loud when you finally listen to it? When you finally tune into it, is it loud? That means you haven't been listening to it. Listen. Let it speak to you. It has so much wisdom, so much beautiful wisdom, and so much love and peace. And everything that you are lies in your heart. So I invite you on a daily basis to give yourself the gift of stillness. Allow yourself to listen to the spaces in between, to embody who you are, to receive, open yourself up like a flower and just receive that which needs to come in. Learn to silence the mind, silence the overthinking, silence the fear, silence all those parts of you that are scared and running and hiding because you think you have to be a certain way and you don't think you are. That's not true. Those are just stories. You can let them go. Allow yourself to just still, be still. Thank you. I hope you got something out of this. And even if it was just a moment to just be in silence and just to be in the stillness and to rest, or if you heard something in the spaces, if you heard something in your heart, if you heard something in your soul, if you felt something in your body, honor that. It's special. It means something. It's important. Don't, wave it off as, oh, I'm imagining it, or no. It matters. What you hear in the stillness, what you hear in the silence, the messages you get, the wisdom that comes through, the sensations, the feelings, all of it matters. It matters so much, just like you matter. So thank you so much for listening, for staying in here in this with me, for trusting yourself enough to listen to the spaces in between, to listen to the stillness, to just be. I'm so glad that you are here today, and I honor how you showed up for yourself and how you showed up in the stillness. Thank you. And thank yourself too. I love you so much. Until next time, much love.